Once you grasp this truth that I'm about to tell you, it'll set you free from religion. It'll set you free from parents and mobs and family and governments and police. Everybody, it'll set you free. And it's simply this. You are divine. God has exploded in a Crab Nebulae explosion, and he has come and manifested himself as billions of people. And you're one of you, and so am I. When I look at you, I see God. When you look at me, you see God. That's why God's name is I am. I am God. It doesn't mean that me, God. It means I am. When you say I am God, you have to say, what is God's name? I am. What? I am God. Oh my God, then all the people, Christians run around, oh, I told you they think they're God. I don't think anything on the side. No, Jesus Christ said, the scripture says you are God, and the scripture cannot be broken. So he said it.
Yeah, like I'm not third album.
Peace, 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 family. How you all doing? Hope all is well with you. My name is Keisha. I'm the owner of Ascendant Astrology, and I am your astrology coach. Today, I'm going to be talking about Venus conjunct Mars in Aquarius. You remember that video I did with Sagittarius and Venus, or Venus and Sagittarius video I did? And at the end of that video, I was like, I don't know if love's gonna be as exciting once we get to this Aquarius stellium of energy. Now, I hadn't really done my research extensively at that point, but I'm always, looking ahead to see what transits are coming up. And I post the monthly transits on my IG page. So I always have an idea. This was it, guys. This right here. And we're going to get into this family right now. So you can see exactly why I was saying that. But yeah, let's jump on this magical carpet ride. Okay, no, stop. Okay, so Mars will enter Aquarius today, the day I'm recording this, and we'll be posting this video, which is on the 13th, and it'll be there until March 21st. I hope I don't have this backwards, by the way. And then Venus will enter Aquarius on the 16th, which is this coming Friday, and it'll be there until March 10th. Mars rules passion, energy, and desire. Venus rules love, beauty, and harmony. Together, they intensify attraction and sensuality. We can have a lot more sex, romance, and have a strong desire to ask someone out or go after what we want. We can be very creative at this time as well. Aquarius is rules the new innovative ideas, the future, quantum vibrations, foreign things, weird things, friends, networks, social media groups, groups that you belong to outside of social media, people you meet through the internet, people from a distance, collaborations, those you share activities, hobbies, and passions with, and then Congress, political groups, masses of people, or the masses, technology, and electricity. We can see a lot of stuff coming out around that, or just the internet in general. And so we can see more creative ways of coming together around these themes. Aquarius is a fixed air sign and it lives in the 11th house. It's ruled by Uranus and Saturn. So you really do want to look at what Uranus and Saturn is doing, which is Taurus and Pisces, where they're currently at right now. But we've kind of had these transits playing out for quite some time now, and we'll talk more about that in the full moon, the Virgo full moon video happening. I believe it's on the 24th, because it'll probably be more prevalent, more activated at that time, meaning Uranus and Saturn, because Saturn will be opposite Virgo, and I think it trines Virgo because it's in an earth sign. And so a little bit more positive, but we'll see. Um, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Aries, and Scorpio will feel this the most. And Aquarius because it's in Aquarius, Libra because Libra's ruled by Venus, and Taurus because it's ruled by Venus, Aries because it's ruled by Mars, and Scorpio because Mars is the ancient ruler to Scorpio. And so Pluto in Aquarius also is definitely going to have a really big part of all of this that's playing out because it will also conjunct Pluto. So today, as Mars enters into Aquarius, it immediately conjuncts Pluto. And then when Venus goes into Aquarius, it will also immediately conjunct Pluto, as well as both Venus and Mars will conjunct Pluto. And so let's talk about that. And before I set you up for this little magical carpet ride here, let me just mention that this is why I started my dark sign of the series videos, because the moment we walked into January, I started having these massive amounts of people, specifically Aquariuses and Scorpios, coming back to my life. Remember when I went into that little trance state? I don't remember what video that was. I was going off into space and I was just reminiscing about all these people coming back into my life, and I had no clue what the hell it was trying to tell me. And if I'm being really honest, I still have absolutely no clue what all that was about. However, on a deeper level, what I will say is that I was internally bubbling up these old, darker memories, reflections, visions of who I used to be trying to come back. And I was like, what the fuck is that all about? And I was like, because I know I'm past a lot of this stuff. There's always work to do. Let's just be clear about that. But for the most part, I think I got all my past issues and trauma kind of resolved. And so I started to get really worried. Like, I don't know what the heck that was all about, but I don't know if I mentioned this in this video, in that video also, that they say when a Scorpio enters your life, that something's coming to an end. And so, with so many Scorpios coming, I've never had an experience like that where there were so many of the same sign coming to me, sharing, reflecting, um, getting closure, just really sharing how much we changed and transformed one another. And it was really a beautiful exchange, that really put me in this reflective mode. Like, wow, I really have come a long way and I've done a lot of really good work. And I've worked with some really amazing people on accident, on purpose. And I'm really, really grateful for that. I'm grateful to have had those experiences and, you know, all that stuff there. But at the same time, again, bubbling underneath the surface was this innate desire to go back to my old ways, which is why I started that Dark Night of the Soul series. I was like, I might not know why all these people are coming into my life, but what I do know is that we need to address these darker sides of ourselves and really heal and give light to our darker sides to really see how they change and transform us over time. And that stuff never really goes away. Even once you heal, you just learn how to transmute that energy and use it for something good. And so, family, if you're not following me or listening to those videos, I highly advise you to get ahead of all this stuff, to deal with whatever darkness may be coming up and bring light to those things through doing self-care and just admitting to yourself where you need to do more work at, or even where you've changed and transformed, much like my Capricorn clients. Like, can we just give a pause for a moment for all my Capricorn clients, probably because they already went through this stellium with the year 2020 of having an entire year of stellium of planets in Capricorn, where I had the great opportunity to really watch them change and transform from them getting services from me. About 90% of my clients are Capricorn. So I really want to say thank you guys so much for trusting me to help you through this journey. I've really had it's one of those things where you don't have the words to explain, but I'm really honored to have been on that journey with you. But also, um, share your experiences on these videos and don't just listen to your own sign or your big three. Listen to all of them, because I gotta tell you, I've been taken on a ride listening and having to do all these videos and just having to write out all the information. I'm like, oh my God. And so, anyways, I won't keep rambling on, but I hope you will join me on that dark side of the series videos. Add your input. Let me know if you agree or disagree, because I don't know everything about all signs. I only know the signs that I know that I had the most experiences with. And so, family, please like, share, subscribe, share this with your family, with other people that you think this might be helpful for at any given time. All right. So now that I got that little speech out of the way, I want to say the conjunction with Mars and Venus conjunct Pluto will specifically be happening between the 17th and the 27th. Taurus and Libras, especially, you want to make sure that you're being mindful about this time. And this is not about fear mongering, guys, but I specifically put the um, tough stuff at the beginning so we can get to the better parts of this later on in the video and end off on a good note. And also just know that some of this stuff kind of might be repetitive, but bear with me as we get through this. And really everybody, but more so Taurus and Libras between the 17th and the 22nd, just be mindful, okay? Um, but it will be the most intense at this time because Venus will be between Pluto and Mars. And so this can literally be like a hostage situation between a hostage taker and a hostage and police. So a hostage taker and between a hostage a, a hostage taker, a hostage, and police. Okay, I hope that makes sense. This is also very much like the mythology of the zodiac signs with Persephone, right? Who is the hostage, her mom, which is the police, and the devil, which is Pluto, when she got taken away from her mom. Like Pluto literally abducted Persephone from her mom, took her down to the underworld. Other people had to come in and kind of negotiate with Pluto to say, hey, give Persephone back to her mom. And they came up with the negotiation to keep her in hell for 6 months. That's fall and winter, right? And then from spring to summer, she stays up with her mom, which is why spring and summer is spring and summer, because Persephone is like the bees that pollinate and make, things beautiful. And, she brings upon summertime. It's Venus. It's Venus, right? And so Venus comes through and makes things beautiful. It's sunshiny. It's a happy time. It's hot. People are more happier, et cetera, et cetera. Where the summer and the fall, things are getting darker. It's colder. You have to deal with hell pretty much. You go inward, you do your transformation, you do your Plutonian work, right? And so this is what this time could actually really feel like. This can indicate a period of obstacles and challenges, especially when it comes to joy, fulfillment, and pleasure. This can be violence towards women, rape stuff going on, um, or just stuff going on in larger groups, abductions, stalkers, internet setups, or people, date raping through the internet, or pretending to be somebody else and they're a complete freaking psycho. um this could also be messy three as a crowd situations that can end in violence or death. This could be death on social media, fights on social media, or people just video recording messy stuff going on that will happen to see on social media, especially with the moon being in Gemini at the time of this transit. And so Gemini is about communication, messages, text messages, phone calls, um, information, data, that we can see coming out, announcements, um, coming out around obsession, fixation, deception, rebellious, doing taboo things in relationships, having conversations about, it might be time to spice things up in the bedroom between lovers, and secrets coming out in relationships. All those kind of things there we can definitely see. This can be delays and frustration in love, obstacles and setbacks in friendships with bosses and family members. This can be delays in creative projects, blocks in expressing your desires and self-expression. Timing can also be a big deal with this transit. So you can hear a lot of people saying, time's up, this relationship's over, it's too late, we missed our chance, or people giving out ultimatums, you got until uh um summertime to get it together, show me that you're ready. Or, we can only do this relationship if you have A, B, and C. What are you offering? What are you bringing to the table? This could literally be signing a contract with the devil. This could be marriages. I mean, how many marriages out there have we seen where they get into this contract and they're like, this is hell. I didn't sign up for this. Well, did you have the conversation first? Some people are going to say, yeah, she lied. She switched up. She changed. People change. Are you ready for that? Do you have, having consistent conversations about what's going on with people? People have their own, I talked about this, people have their own separate karmic destinies, and then you have your destiny together. You have to be open and honest about that. You have to allow space and energy, and acceptance for that when it's time to see people going their different ways. And that doesn't always have to be forever. Sometimes it means, let's just let this go for now and see where things go. And if we come back together, we come back together. If we don't, then it wasn't meant to be. Put a time stamp on it. Give ourselves 6 months. Let's both look out there. Take it super seriously. Don't bullshit around. Don't pussyfoot around. If in 6 months, we're still not feeling each other, let's come back and see if we still feel the same. This could both two people going on a healing journey separately because it's necessary, and you come back to each other. It's going to be different for everybody. And this could be all different kinds of scenarios. This could be karmic lessons and karmic purging, financial issues from overspending, buying love gifts, partying, especially because Jupiter and Taurus will square this energy. So a lot of overdoing it and having fun until it's not fun anymore. And that shock factor hits you like, oh shit, I don't got no money to pay my goddamn bills. Or I'm not going to be able to pay rent because we're having a good time, overindulging. So don't let Jupiter let you mess up your goals or your financial goals or, whatever. Or better yet, um, find more intricate ways to have money for that alone, for your bills, for that alone, for other stuff, for that alone. Get creative, think outside the box, expand your financial literacy so you can have more options, more freedom. Jupiter wants freedom. Jupiter does not want stipulations on it. It's like, when I want to go travel and I want to be able to get up and say I'm going to go travel. Well, you have to set your life up for that, to be able to do that without having that realizing moment like, oh, fuck, I didn't really plan this out well. Or you're living paycheck to paycheck, or, living in poverty, essentially. Um, and then on top of all that, this is at 6 degrees. 6 degrees is a Virgo degree. Virgo is the house of work, your work environment, um, your daily routines, and um, employees, co-workers, bosses. This could also be the fact that you need more help. Maybe your business is expanding. This doesn't have to be all bad, but it's happening so fast. It's like, well, I don't have help to do this. I need a secretary now. I need somebody to do this. I need somebody to do that. And so hiring other people to do this, hiring other people to do that. And essentially this could be optimizing your internet stuff or social media stuff, finding somebody or programs, if you will, that can help you budget out your stuff, or you know I don't know the lingo for this stuff. I just know what you need. This might be an Excel sheet, or something that helps you do specific things. I can't remember the names. I just know. So, like, they have these kind of apps and platforms that will help you administer your business documents and stuff like that for your business, things like that. I mean, I could go on and on and on, but I think you guys get the idea. And so this could also be people losing their job, having fallouts with coworkers and bosses, more businesses shutting down, banks shutting down, having to get a new bank, distributing your money, taking money out of investments, putting it in new investments, because you can rest assured there's going to be some kind of stock shock. Okay, let's just keep it real. There's no doubt about that. Right. And so redistributing your money and finances in some way, shape, or form is also probably going to be a really big deal. And so this also happens to be where the full moon is going to be in Virgo, the 6th degree, the same energy. So you could rest assured that these issues are kind of going to be revving up even through the Virgo full moon, especially because the Uranus and Saturn will be aspecting the Virgo full moon in some way, shape, or form, which are the rulers of this conjunction, the Mars and Venus and Aquarius. So rest assured that these themes will be playing out for quite some time here. The conjunction will separate eventually by the 24th, and then it'll just be Venus. And Venus kind of comes in and she kisses it and makes it better. But then, shortly after that, then we're revving up for eclipse season, which I think gives us more strategies and ways to build, better ways to do things and heal. But, with so much, just too much going on, it might not even feel that way, unfortunately, until a lot of this energy kind of subsides and calms down. And I think it will throughout the weeks, especially just with Pisces season in general. We could still be dealing with these things, but it'll definitely be more behind the scenes through sleep and dreams in the ethereal 5D realm, which could make this a little bit better, but not really, not necessarily. And so I'm not trying to bring anybody down. I hope that that's not what's happening here. Whether good or bad, I can assure you these things are very, very necessary for us to evolve in some way, shape, or form. But, you know, and not everybody's here. Some people are gonna go on that damn vacation. Some people are gonna have, stuff going on for people to attend to get away and conversations being had and groups being made, which we're gonna get into now. So before I just kind of keep going on and on here, let's get into the transits separately and then talk about how they're gonna be together. So again, if there's a lot of repetitiveness here, just work with me, guys, okay? Because it's not all bad. So Mars in Aquarius encourages us to take action and be unconventional and innovative. This can lead to making sudden changes to our goals, or we may be redirected or guided by groups of people. People with these placements may be the one making these suggestions through a movement to make humanity better. It can inspire rebellious movements that challenge traditional norms and help us break free from um, or help us break free for individual freedom. That's going to be the biggest theme here with Aquarius being a big player here. It's like, I really just want to be free from what everybody else thinks that I should be doing. I don't want to do what they think anybody else thinks that I should do. I want to do what I want to do. Just be careful that you're not doing anything and burning bridges and missing opportunities because you want to be different just for the sake of being different. That's going to be the only possible downfall here is being different just for the sake of being different. Be intentional with what it is you're going through. And if this is really overwhelming and blowing your mind to the point where you're like, I don't even know which way to go. Listen to some vibrational stuff, binaural beats, because Aquarius is very vibrational, right? And so a way to kind of like separate and disconnect would be listening to some meditative stuff. And then Venus in Aquarius supports diversity, equality, and inclusiveness. We may see promotions for social justice, diversity, and accepting people for who they are. This can inspire artistic social movements that express unique self-expression, art, and fashion. We will favor friends, platonic love, not necessarily romantic love. And that doesn't mean that it can't be romantic, but love for our community and collaboration with like-minded people is probably going to be a little bit more romantic at this time. Allowing people to be who they are, roam where they need to roam at this time, probably a little bit more romantic. Somebody who doesn't follow the status quo and isn't afraid to be different, probably a little bit more romantic at this time. Okay, so don't try to hold people in, even though this is a fixed energy. I gotta be honest with you, this is gonna fly by because Aquarius is an air sign nonetheless, fixed or not. This is quantum movements, and we're talking about alchemy here and almost kind of Piscean this way, where we can manifest like almost what seems out of thin air or very quickly with this energy. And so be mindful what you're giving your time and attention to, because that is undoubtedly what you are going to manifest and see in your reality. Be intentional, family. Be intentional. And so when we put these two together, we can see conflict and tension with Mars. Mars also rules aggression and assertiveness, but Venus wants peace. And so we can bring conflict. We can see conflict in relationships, especially if we have unresolved issues that need to be addressed. And so we can be motivated to address things assertively and diplomatically for the sake of others. And this doesn't ultimately mean sacrificing something. Although, if we're being realistic, because of the world we live in, you are going to have to sacrifice something. But don't feel like you're sacrificing it as a way that you can never get what it is you want. Remember that you're only sacrificing it enough so that you can get over the hump, over the healing, over the pain, over the fear. And once you reach that goal, the plethora of opportunities and blessings and freedom you will have once you do that, now we can talk. Well, I don't have to sacrifice this because I've done the work. I don't have to sacrifice this because I have the money to do what I want. I don't have to sacrifice this because of A, B, and C. So you really want to know where this stuff is happening for you in your chart. Where is Aquarius in your chart? Because those themes and that is going to help you see how a lot of this stuff is going to be playing out for you. Um, we are being asked to balance both our masculine and feminine energy, ultimately letting people be who they are without labeling them, as long as we can work together and overcome this need to separate and be divided, even blinded by being divided, or blinded to be divided. That's another theme that's going to be really important for us to remember in this whole process. We may start to look at these gender norms and societal norms differently. We can definitely see cultural changes as well, which I'm really looking forward to, family. I don't know about y'all, but culturally, we got work to do. Okay. We can see a lot of social activities, gatherings, celebrations, conflict and disputes in communities and nations, independence and self-expression, asserting boundaries, becoming more important at this time. And so we can see people breaking free from limitations, obstacles that have kept us in the past or stuck. This can be not seeing eye to eye with a friend, people you are outgrowing, the end of a relationship, connecting with a new level of power within yourself, solid relationships evolving and growing quite beautifully and deciding to do things together and work together. I vote for that one. Going on different directions. Um, Not noticing that you're not on the same page or same team as somebody who you perhaps thought you were. You're going to see people who are not on your vibration. You could be leaving a group, letting go of a job, letting go of trauma and fear, having a fallout, or this deep awareness that something has to change in order for our dreams to come true. That can be fast moving, chaotic, uncomfortable, but you're going to feel alive. You're going to see things in a new way or seeing things for the first time. We've never had this transit at 0 degrees, or better yet, it's been a really, really, really long time since we have and so um, it's gonna be really either really good or really bad. And you get to choose that. You get to choose how you decide how this stuff is, how you're going to respond to what's coming towards you and how you respond to what you have to do in order to make these changes. My best bet is to focus on ourselves, our healing, and step back from all this so that you can kind of see clearly and delegate. That's what Virgo's really good at, by the way. So you might want to look to your second house, your sixth house, and see where you're really good at delegating, or if you have any blockages there, and try unlocking those things. Maybe listening to some videos around how to delegate, how to organize in whatever areas you feel you might need them, because this could start to open up your mind to new and different ways of doing things. This is about your daily routine, health. This could be sickness, things around the health field coming out and all this other stuff. But essentially, what's your daily routine, and are you committed to that? Structurally, organized wise, get real Virgoing with those things. And I bet you'll start to see some changes in your life for sure. Get us some sleep and rest. Eat healthy. Change your diet. Um, those things can also be healthy. Working out, getting some exercise, stretching, and all those things can be really helpful at this time as well. So, family, feel like I didn't do too bad here. Um, as usual, family, I love and appreciate you. I hope you found this information helpful. Peace.